And now it's time for Hobo Reviews with Willie B.A. Hobo. Tonight's review, Spy Kids. Oh my god, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life! We're secret agents with spoilers! There's these two kids who are going to school, but they do not realize that their parents are spies. So their mommy tells them a story of how they became spies, even though they never mentioned it was those two at the beginning. And so these two have the impression that, well, they were spies. But they don't know it yet. And Antonio Banderas is in this movie too, and he too plays as a spy. So they go on a secret mission, which nobody else knows but those two. And they get captured by Fooglies. Seriously, that is the name of the person, that is the name of his creatures. Except that the Fooglies are actually transformed via other agents. In other words, they got captured and they became Fooglies. And the two were destined to do the same as well. Except they were held against their own will. Well, one of them did get turned into a Foogly. Kind of. Not really. He actually got turned into a drawing by the sun. In any case, the two kids become, well, you probably guessed it since this is the title of the movie, Spy Kids! They get all these secret gadgets from Machete. And yes, there was eventually a movie called Machete. I don't know if that has any ties to the Spy Kids movies, but that's the case. Anyways, so they go off to Floop's castle to try and stop Floop. And so the boy turns Floop from bad to good because Mr. Minion is the actual villain in the movie. Not Floop. What an ironic twist. Yeah, whatever. So, anyways, so they build a bunch of spy kids. Get it? It's an army of kids because this is a kid movie. Just roll with it. And so their primary goal is to destroy the world. Well, actually conquer the world. Whatever. The point is, they're bad. And so the spy kids have to stop the army of kids. Only one teeny tiny problem. There's like 500 of them and there's only 2 of them. So you kind of get the picture. You do the math. So they end up freeing their parents. And so now it's 500 against 4. Then Machete shows up. Now it's 500 against 5. So, how in the world do they end up defeating the kids, you may ask? Well, remember when I mentioned that Floop was turned good? He switched the program to a binary switch, allowing the kids to turn from bad to good. So instead of attacking the 5 spies, they attacked all the bad guys. As the good guys braced each other as the kids went mobbing for the bad guys. And as Mr. Minion said, you know these kids these days, it goes in one ear and out the other. So eventually these kids are programmed to do good deeds. Like rescue a person from a fire and all that other fun stuff. And so the parents admit that it was them who were the spies all along. You had to wait till the end of the movie to say that. The kids then admit that they're secret agents too. And then at the end, George Clooney gets an act. Or appearance. And, well, his eyes are blind. Actually, it's like some rectangular thing that makes him look like he's blind to hide his identity, even though you can clearly tell that that's George Clooney. And it sets up the next movie, which I'm not even going to get to, because quite frankly, the only one I remember is the first one. The other 2 were meh, so I don't think they're worth reviewing. But this one is definitely a really good one, and I highly recommend that if you want to watch a Spy Kids movie, definitely check this one out. Probably not the other 2, though. This is Willie B.A. Hobo saying, charge! You got charged! I come out, Carl. Come on, charge! Come on! I need the money so I can get gadgets so I too can be a spy!